Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the ESL ESEA Pro League. I'm Lee D-Man Smith. I'm joined by Alex Machine Richardson for this final game of the night. It is going to be Ninjas in Pajamas up against Penta eSports, and it is going to be on cash. And it's a tricky one, I think. NiP just lost to Hellraisers, if you've just joined us. Yeah. In honestly, what was a strong game for Hellraisers, no doubt about it. Oscar and Sticko, brilliant performance from them. But now we need onto cash, and cash is actually not a bad map for Penta overall.
No, we've seen some good performances from Penta recently on cash. The Titan game does kind of spring to mind where they actually they beat Titan.
They beat Virtus Pro, what, 68?
Exactly.
They beat Na'Vi. So, I mean, well, beat Na'Vi on cash, that's...
Yeah, blah. Yeah. But it's Na'Vi, whatever. But, I mean, you're right. They have definitely got some performances on cash, notable performances on cash. And it feels like when I cast Penta on cash, it feels like they're a team that can compete, and then my heart gets broken when I see them on anything else. This is kind of... This is quite the opposite of the Na'Vi cash, where it is literally the only trick up Penta's sleeve at this point. Fortunate for them that they're having it up against NiP. I don't know if that's going to be their saving grace, though. It's going to be interesting, as NiP have already, of course, demonstrated their perhaps wavering form. I don't think that we can do anything off of that game, considering just how amazing.
I think that's all it is. I think we could read off it just saying the fact that that's their 11th game at Overpass and they lost.
Yeah, exactly.
This time the problem is that their last 3 results on cash, they beat Titan 16-14, they beat Gamers 2-16-10, they beat TSM 16-12. That's very good pedigree of wins for NiP. So definitely the stronger cash team, I think it's safe to say. But this is a newly formed sort of like growing Penta with obviously Tarsin going in there, Speedy obviously returning to the fold. Crystal has been playing brilliantly, so we've got to see how this one works out for them. Pistol, of course, going to NiP. They're going to Knife going to NiP. They're going to choose to start on the CT side, and we'll see how it works out for them. 9 losses though for NiP. Cannot afford anymore. They're sort of tied on losses with Virtus Pro. There's cusp, but they need Envious basically to lose a couple of games now.
Yeah, that's kind of what they're demanding, and now let's see what NiP can do. I mean, if you wanted to lose one, if they lost one more game, they really would be confirming it. And this looks like a very interesting play from Ali. He's managed to position himself quite aggressively in the smoke in middle, just literally sitting there, residing there, biding his time. And he is actually going to be maybe going to be hearing enough of footsteps to kind of gauge where the T's are positioning themselves. 2 in A main, 2 just watching that boost. In fact, I think there is a man
that Forest looking,
has been boosted up. In fact, 2 of them have. Just waiting, and it looks like it's going to be one big wave. What's going to be the linchpin into this put? There it is. The smoke and flash come out, and Alu's still yet to see anything in middle. Finally, he sees one. He catches a glimpse of the shadow of another. It could very well be 2. It is. Exist has done exactly the same over on towards the site. This could be a 3rd. No, Freiberg finds his first, and NiP just laugh as Penta hit their wall.
Well, that was a different story, wasn't it? I mean, you could look at the Hellraisers game. They did lose both pistols in that matchup, NiP, which is why that 16-12 result was close, and also obviously those 6-round differential that they got from those pistols is a big difference, and we'll see if NiP can convert it. We have seen a lot of Force buys go in the opposite way, and Penta, could they be no different? They've gone with their Tech 9s, they've got a Deagle in there, they're going to try something. This time it's Spiddy. He's got to be careful because Forest and Get Right are on the hunt.
I like this from Forest. He's gone so aggressive and so much intel has been gathered. He's not going to check his corners though. That's 1. He's finally... He's like, he's around here somewhere. I know there's someone somewhere. Finds 2. Get Right's rocking the P90. No surprises there as he has collected 1, and now it's all onto Strux, as he has seen his team fall by the wayside. Forest pockets another one, as that's 1,800 now.
A lot of cash.
As that's a whole lot of extra cash in his pockets. And I don't think they're going to show any signs of stopping now. They know there's going to be 0 Kevlar on the Penta side into this one, unless they go for some sort of unusual, unheard of 3rd round force. And we can see, look at this panic in the 2nd frag. You ready for this? He's like, I swear there's one around here. There it is. Okay, fine.
In fairness, like, his first reaction was right in the corner. He's like, he must be tucked in the corner. Spin around, wait, and he's not there. Where is he gone? Too quick with that flick, who knows? Here we go though, another aggressive push, and it's going to be Forest and Get Right once again. They're going to continue on, but this time Penta are waiting.
God. They are all waiting. That's scary. There's 4 people just around that corner. That's the first time I think I've ever seen that, and now we're going to be seeing Get Right try and do something. Forest again. Oh my God, he's lining them up. That's 2. Get Right is going to be rocking them down as well. Spiddy in the meantime was like, Tarsin, be free, be free. Puts a bullet into his head, and we see the 3-0.
So Penta finally going to get themselves a full buy. Quick 3 rounds there. Getting things going fast. Maybe NiP got places to be, people to meet. Crystal's going to get him hands on the AWP. Forest will do the same. So Forest, we'll see where he takes it. Is it going to be a B AWP for Forest? I would assume so. Yeah, it looks like that's where he's going. Where there's the rest of 3 members of NiP. Are they going to push on through? They've held on to these P90s, Get Right and Alu. So they want to be up close and personal, and may well try it. Get Right's going to position himself in vents. Alu was up close at drop, but I say drop at the boost, but not going to work out for him. It's Penta that are challenging, and Exist has called for support. Freiburg's going to push up on A.
Okay. So no blood has been drawn just yet, not even tag across the board. A full 500 points of health on either side. Flash is going to obscure Crystal's view, and he didn't actually choose to pull into cover, so vulnerable for the entirety of that flash, but nothing really coming of it. He did get tagged just a little. Second flash does rain in as well. NiP just delaying the Penta push. Now we're going to see Freiburg go aggressive. He only takes one. And the second is found by Strux as well. Very nice as he cracks into the A site, and that's going to be tabseN bringing the bomb in as well.
They're going to push on. Alu's going to be getting into that forklift. He's just pushed straight through with that P90. He came flying through at them. But unfortunately, Strux was not caught off guard and gets himself his third of the round. Get Right's on the creep. He's managing to get around. Gets a good shot on towards tarseN. Finds the head. And now Spitty nails down Forest. So Get Right with his P90. He's going to try to go the up and over. And they are ready and waiting. They do close in his angle. 3 players still alive. Very tricky position for Get Right there. So Penta get themselves the first on the board, but it was Strux doing the work there, getting himself those 2 opening kills, moving on to A site and closing it out as Alu somewhat went a little crazy.
A little crazy. That's probably
double
a fair
AWP.
summation.
Wow, okay. That's an answer.
I mean, quadruple
double AWP to double AWP. Yeah.
Let's see. Dabble. All right. You take a leaf out of Mitch's book then, our Australian ESL caster. Now, what have we got here?
I prefer to come a convict.
Convict. It's quite a cool gamer name, actually, I think. Convict. Haven't had a convict yet.
Get a 1 in there as well, and a 0.
Oh, and maybe like a K instead of a C.
Oh, edgy.
Convict. All right. Anyway, random names aside, I do see Penta starting to actually make a push towards the A site. It's going to be a slow one, though. The bomb is dropped, and Forrest has got himself into a prime position to seize middle control. That smoke as well is going to be prime to enable him to just sit there in safety. Freiburg opens up onto tarseN. That playthrough squeaky did cost him his life, and now Penta have had to hit the brakes. No, he's literally right on top, yeah. Which you'd expect means Exist can kind of leave mid to him, but no, they are stacked up, and actually Crystal could be catching Exist here if he chooses to overextend. Oh, but Crystal has to be careful. I see a very dead Crystal. It's going to be beautiful. Forest does take him down.
And he stays.
He's sticking around.
Yeah, we've got to think his position would be given away there. Yeah, they're trying to rattle the shots off. And now he's going to push it. He gets himself a second. So what a great little trade. Forest working wonders now. Strux with the bomb, and tabseN pushing on towards B site. But he's going straight into the crosshairs of Exist. Get Right. And he's choosing wisely to step away from that one. They're going to try and save. There's only 15 seconds on the clock. So Penta giving up the round here. And they haven't managed to recover the other AWP. So only going in with just the 1 AWP now for tabseN. And NiP, they're going to be sitting pretty on this one. 4-1 is the score.
Counter-terrorists win.
It's going to be... I don't think uphill struggle is going to be the word. I do just think that with the reset money now, Penta are going to have to really build in this round with that AWP and M4. Maybe, just maybe, they can throw in some armored pistols if they want to, but I think they want to be going for the buy in the next round, and so it is going to quite literally rely on both Strux and tabseN. We do see tarseN invest into a vest, believe it or not, and we're going to have to see what Penta can build into this one. NiP's got the double AWP again. That should be scary for them. The wallbang even coming in from Exist as he is the second man to wield it alongside Alu. And already we are seeing Penta start to cast their eyes towards B. Get Right and Forest to receive.
Yeah, slowly trying to probe and prod, but Get Right not falling prey to any of those stray pistol shots. As the smoke starts to clear, with a minute still ticking, Penta do find themselves an opening. It's Exist that goes down. And that was tabseN on the boost there. Now they're going to turn their attention towards A site. So Alu's going to be the one that's tested here. Oh. Freiburg's going to come and back him up. But Alu manages to land the opener. And that's the AWP down now. Remember, they are short on weapons. That nade's going to rattle in. He knew they were going to try and edge for it. Alu finds a second. Can he get a third? He's getting tested in the corner. He does get a third down. Can he make it a fourth? You bet your life he can. Just one more stance. Round the forklift. There's the ace. And Alu absolutely dominant. Hitting shots. Something he could not do over on overpass against Oscar.
Gorgeous play there from the Finn, demonstrating his prowess on the AWP. 7 frags now for him, just the 1 death as well. You can just see this first shot onto tabseN so damn fast, so damn quick. and the rest was soon to follow. Yes, they had pistols. The AWP was taken out of place so damn quick. That, of course, was the first frag. SCII tried to pick it up and respond and couldn't do anything either. Either way, we're jumping on then into our 7th round, and Penta looking a little battered and bruised after that attempt into this one. At what would have been kind of, I mean, I guess a quasi-double eco. And Arlo's going aggressive, finds Tassin and backs away.
I think he's got to feel aggrieved he didn't get a double there. They were lined up for him. There's a second, but now he does finally go down. Forest comes down, he's like, what are you doing? Leave my AWPer alone. And Get Right also chimes in with a couple. And NiP close out another quick round. Penta are running into a brick wall here, and it has a big AWP in its hand called Alu.
Indeed it does. Quick opening frag, just taking a lot of utility away from them as well. I think Tarsin had a couple of nades in his hands. That second frag most definitely did, because SCII was holding some of the pieces. And now we are going to be seeing 6-1 then on the scoreboard. Penta yet to really make an impression in this game, with that 4th round as an exception. And already we are starting to see something a little different from Penta. 4 members all starting to try and make something happen on B. And this is no kind of surprised that NiP are going aggressive on towards B. This could be a second as well. Get Right's going to throw a nade right into the front pocket of Strux. He backs away with 62 points of health remaining. And Penta, again, just feels like they're getting these early trades all going in favor of the Swedes.
Hit him in the face. Tapson also going to get a challenge. Get Right, unperturbed, goes aggressive there, but SCII finally manages to land the shot. Now Forrest is going to drop down, but it's a back away from Penta. Still got a minute on the clock. Plenty of time to play with here as they work the way now over towards A site. They did Get Right down. I wonder if this is going to be a second check as Alu holds the angle at Sugar Box. It's going to be Strux and Tabson. I think they're going to try and boost over here. Now, the position that Alu's in, he won't have a good angle on this one, so Tabson should be able to get in unless he gets a little peek. Look, you can see Alu can't quite get a glimpse over towards him unless he goes aggressive and peeks around that corner.
Yeah, this is intriguing. I don't know whether or not Exist is going to kind of be enough. Actually, Freiburg's there as well. Yeah, SCII is the one towards Squeaky, and time's becoming a problem for the Tees. That's going to be an easy pickup. Tabson just walks into Alu's crosshair as Alu collects his 10th frag. Double digits, just 8 rounds in. Strux is going to full foul to Exist's P90. A second one comes from Freiburg as he lights up the barbecue. And this is starting to get out of hand now, as NiP are showing absolutely no signs of stopping. And Penta's economy, it feels like it's just been like half-assed the entire time.
Yeah, and they're going to have to either force it or save. So what are you going to do? You're 7-1 down. You know, you're just going to pick a couple of deagles up. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to go for armor.
A deagle and a pistol. I mean, a P250, excuse me. That's, I mean, this is really a matter of bomb plants, and I don't know how they're going to plan to get the bomb down, considering how strong NiP have been so far. It's rinse and repeat for NiP at this point. Alu goes for an opening pick anywhere. Middle, A, B. He's been everywhere. He's a well-traveled AWP here on Cash.
He's peeking as well. Oh, he's peeking to Strux. He might get himself another. Goes in with a 5-7. And that nade, oh, it's going to land as well. It's going to go straight behind him. Goes aggressive. Now he's pushing in. Where are you going? Alu, please, calm it down. Doesn't matter. Lands the shot. Gets himself another triple. And it's 8-1. NiP absolutely on fire right now. Penta just unable to really do anything about it. Look, they've just got 8 kills between them. Yeah. And we're in round 10.
I mean, just to put it into perspective, the entirety of Penta has less kills than Alu. That is how this is going right now for Penta.
And Forest.
And Get Right. I mean, it really is quite insane that the top 3 fraggers for NiP have more, if not the same frags as the entirety of the Penta side. That is part and parcel of what happens when 2 players on your side are yet to pick up a frag. And so all eyes on Crystal and Tarsin then in this one. They are the boys that need to step up to the plate. And to do so, Crystal has got an AWP in his hands. He is most definitely a player to watch when he has the AWP in his hands. And I've just realized I had Crystal in my fantasy roster. So 0-9 is not what the doctor ordered.
But you also had Exist and Forest, did you not?
That's true. I'll take them. So I'm not complaining.
They do. I mean, think what Forest did on Overpass. It all seemed to be working out well for you. But Exist is ready and waiting to peek here. There's the flash. It's going to get counter-flashed by Get Right. And here we go. This is going to be the push. But is it going to be a full-on fake? Because that bomb is not moving. Is Tabson just going for those peaks? Is it going to draw Exist's attention? Oh, wow, he's managed to find Get Right. And now they're going to go B. Absolutely. They've cleared that site right out. Get that rotation on the way. This could be the first rifle round for Penta. As Freiburg and Alu are the 2 that stand in the way. And there goes Freiburg.
Big shot as well from Crystal on the AWP. That's 2. He's doubled his score so far. In fact, no, it's not, because it was 0. He can't double 0. That's 0, mate.
You could stack them on top of each other and get 8.
Yeah, I'll take that.
8-2 the score. Penta finally stopped the rot. But the problem is that just going to reset their economy like the last one did.
I have a horrible feeling it could.
Oh no, it's auto sniper.
The Dak is coming out. Exist has picked himself up an auto sniper. He's going to be looking to equip that somewhere across the map. Crystal still has his up, and he's been kind of a big fan, especially when he has the spawn to go for that fast opening pick on towards middle. That could be the death of at least one CT. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case this time though, as instead he is going to go for a main. Fast nades. Look at that double nade. They're expecting Alu to go for it again, and Alu is there.
Exist is in the place where they're going to push. Like you say, that Get Right's actually the one that's pushed in box. Meanwhile, Exist is holding with that auto sniper. It's Crystal and Strux again, the little peeks off. Oh, Get Right's found himself one. That's Tabson. There's the Dak taking off over on towards A site. So wherever they probe and prod. Forrester's actually pushed through the smoke here, and it's Spiddy that's gone behind him. Spiddy's in sight. And he's thinking there's no one here, but Alu's found himself a double. That's in mid. And this map is just wide open right now. Alu's even pushing on Strux. They're in the smoke together. Oh, finally, Strux does see him. But Forrest has finally caught a glimpse. He's actually stuck between a real awkward spot here. He's got 2 people around him, and now, yeah, Wisely's going to back away. But Spiddy finds Freiburg as he pushes from CT spawn. He exists with the auto sniper coming round. But this is down to a really tricky 2v2. Now, remember, if Penta loses round, their economy could well be broken again.
Oh, no.
Exist has found Spiddy. Strux the one man. He's got the bomb. He's got 30 seconds. He can make a run for A side, but he's got to deal with Exist. He's going on the cross.
Yeah, and he knows he's got to kind of either make a choice. He's either going to meet him at truck where Exist has the peeker's advantage, or he can come behind him. This is the smarter move. He knows auto sniper v AK at this range should favor him. It is going to. Now we find ourselves in a 1v1. It's Forrest that has to step up for NiP. This would be a real kick in the groin to Penta. It would reset their money and bring them back down to the Stone Age. Bomb going down.
Is he
Forrest coming from A main.
Is he going to back to quad? He's going to go straight into Forrest's angle if he does. He's going to stay at box. He's got to realise that there's a chance that he's over there. No. There he is. Forrest had his chance. He missed the shot. Strux is going to peek again and will land the shots. And that was a very important round for Penta. And now, speaking of economies, that was a big investment from NiP. They have got enough to just reinvest because they just had such a clean start to this game. But this is about all they can go with. They can buy everything up in this round.
Strux saved the day
afterwards. Yeah, Strux absolutely saving the day. Probably a bit too aggressive for NiP there, I think, but that's really what played into their hands.
Okay, let's see where you build from here. Just Tarston then on the open. Oh my god, a whole big mid push from NiP. 3 players pushing up, 2 rifles are going in. Get Right's going aggressive on B. Looks like NiP, they're kind of living up to this kind of hyper-aggressive nature that they've tried
Crystal's
to adopt.
waiting.
Crystal is going to be boosted up on red container.
Tell a lie. Who's that in the background? Strux. It's Strux that's peeking. He's waiting for... Oh, he's lost out on the duel, though. And that's give Freiburg the chance. But this is very aggressive stuff. Look, there's nobody on A side from NiP. They've got 2 members, Exist and Freiburg, here, and they're going to go for the counter boost again. And it's going to be straight in towards Tarsin's face, but Tarsin not falling for it this time, and they know Freiburg's going to be down there. He just rushes straight through, straight into Tabson's face.
Very, very smart. He knew that his kind of location had been discovered off the back of that boost kill, and now...
Oh, we saw him.
We see Forrest. He knows that Spiddy's there. I don't think they're anticipating this one. This is going to be 2 potential quick frags. He did catch the tip of the barrel. Now Spiddy is potentially going to be going down, throws down a molly, but it could be all in vain unless he can hit the bullets. He can't. And NiP bite back and bite back hard. That's going to be 9-3. And once again, Penta are looking impoverished.
Yeah, that's caused problems. Because they lost out so many in that previous round, they had to buy fully back into that one, and that's broke their economy down. And it is just going to be pistols. 9-3. NiP already picking up a very good CT side here. Bearing in mind, this is really a pretty evenly balanced map in terms of scores generally. We'll see, though. NiP didn't have the greatest T side on Overpass. We'll see what they have up their bag of tricks. But Exist is going for that peak. There is 2 members around there. It's Strux and Spiddy. They're about to challenge. Oh, that nade's going to be right on top of them. Gets himself one down. But Spiddy with a deagle does get a second. Quick response there, but Freiburg, oh, he knows he's got 2 to the left of that doorway. He's got them pinned in, and they're just going to try and force him. Oh, no, they just ran straight into the grinder.
Beautiful. M4A4 holds down mouse 1, collects 2. And now we are just going to be seeing the final frag go the way of Alu. NiP hit double digits, and this is not a pretty sight for Penta by no stretch of the imagination. Their rounds so, they're so disconnected from each other that they really are struggling to build up any sort of momentum. Momentum is a thing of the past now as well, considering we are sitting, you know, into the 14th round. They just want to try and make it respectful. 10-5. I could see Penta doing it. I've seen Penta's CT side. It is quite inspiring sometimes. They have got very solid defensive holds, but so far we've seen very little of note on their T side.
Well, Alu going full on aggression. He's going straight into Speedy there and got flashed out. So Speedy will come out on top. That gives them that one-man advantage. Crystal's got the drop through very early here. And Get Right, who's in there, is not really aware of it and will get picked off by Crystal. And now Freiburg left in the open with 3 members staring straight at him. And that means mid control is totally in the hands of Penta and they can go where they damn please. And it is looking to be a B-site push for them. Just 1 health for Tarsin. Doesn't matter. It's still a man alive. Oh, Exist is going to find the back of Crystal as he pushes through mid. Now that's actually giving NiP a bit of a chance.
Yeah, I like this. This could actually shape up for NiP. Because, of course, a little bit of a lack of hesitation, or excuse me, a lot of hesitation is the word I'm looking for, because tabseN has not committed towards a site yet. If him and Spiddy had worked something up towards B,
heavy foot.
You could have seen he's made a whole lot of noise. Tarsin the Elephant is what they should be calling him. And now we see Exist, maybe, just maybe, starting his rotate. He does. I think he's starting to catch on, especially as the nades are released. 2 smokes. That's all the info he needs, but now Spiddy has put a bullet to the brain of Forest, and Exist needs to ace in order to pick up this round.
Well, both smokes are going to clear in a moment, so he's got the time. They both used them at the same time to keep him at bay. Oh, he's just going to push. He's just going to push with the smoke. Oh, that's risky. Risky stuff. He could have just waited a couple more seconds and they would have cleared, but I didn't see whether he had a kit or not.
He did, yeah. But I mean, the dream for him there was, like, no one's going to be expecting the smoke. And actually, you know what? The stars started to align because he came through the smoke and was staring at an enemy. That doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
So he had a lot of things going for him in that one. He made an intriguing decision. It came back to bite him. And now we do C4 for Penta. This is going to be a really important one for NiP. You can see that they have just cobbled together what they can. If they put in 11 and then pick up the pistol, they're already on 15. That's bad maths. 14, Alex, is what I meant to say. But
oh, Freiburg's just gone straight through. He's actually ran past. He's managed to find Crystal. Will get taken down, but Tarsin replies and gets himself one over in towards Squeaky. Now he's going to push through. Exist is just to the left-hand side of him. He's got to expect it. He's going to try and flush out the back of the site. And he's got to be looking. Yeah, he's going to find Exist. He's looking straight towards him. And now there's a couple of shots given away. And he will manage to land it. But oh, he got close there. 3 health remaining. And now they think the site is in their control. Get Right.
No.
Up on high. Drops down. But he's got a call from behind. But he manages to spin on tabseN.
That's actually a real unfortunate turn of events, but Tarsin's still kicking and screaming with just 3 points of health. And Penta get their Spiddy, his finger glued to mouse 1 in celebration. And that is going to be, I mean, the best of a bad scenario.
That's
the
final
2. Exactly, that's exactly what they gave him.
That was a lifeline.
Chris Tarrant would be proud.
Like, no one outside of England gets that joke at all.
I think I've made a few.
And actually, even people in England probably don't get that joke. Yeah.
Who wants to be a millionaire these days? It's probably not Chris Tarrant anymore, is it?
I have no idea.
I bet it's someone like that girl from Weakest Link, whatever her name was.
You should pull it out.
Anne Robinson. There you go. That's more English things.
Anne Robinson.
I mean, okay, she's like 90.
Yeah, she's probably like 60 by now.
Anyway, English random things aside, we are going to be jumping into an important round for Penta. If they do forego this pistol, you could potentially be seeing the 13 on the board for NiP. That's most definitely how it's been going recently, despite the presence of a whole lot of forces. Here they come, the NiP presence, straight up highway, and in true highway fashion, they're going fast.
They're on a highway to hell, maybe. Who knows? Forrest gets himself 1 and 2. Comes around. Can he get 3? You bet your life. Alu, oh, you stole it away from me. And now Strux, oh, he's completely open. Now remember, they got the perfect pistol last time, and it's looking like it may well go the same way. It is just Crystal remaining, thinking, what has just happened to my team? There's no point going for it. I want to save my armor.
Yeah, and the decoy. You never know what that $50 investment could do, mate. You never know.
Yeah, with that USB as well, a little silent pew, pew, pew. I'm over here.
My favorite is you take
such a big distraction.
You take the silencer off the USP and then throw the decoy, and then you're like blowing people's minds.
Oof! Everyone's like, "What's that noise?"
No, truly, I call it the mind bender because they're like, and they're literally like, "What on earth? What gun is that? What gun is making that sound?" Anymore. That's like, my little trick, and actually Alu is going to be very close. This could be the end. That's something. That's a little benefit as he takes 1 man's health away. And actually, did Alu have Kevlar? Yes, he did. So, hey, there you go. Silver linings, folks.
Worth indeed. But NiP with the second pistol, you've got to assume
2. And not a 3.
No, Ali managed to nick it away just at the end there.
He's a thief. He's a scoundrel.
From Truck, but you've got to assume NiP now could close this game out. They've got 3 Mac 10s, 2 Tech 9s, 2 Tech 9s?
3 Mac
AKs.
10s. Living the dream.
And they, well, you know they're going to play it fast here. And this is risky because Penta have gone for that armor. But, oh, them nades just wrecking. Crystal was spotted as well. Alu saw him. And now they're just pushing straight through on site. It's just a train wreck right now. This is exactly what it was like against NiP, but unfortunately for Dignitas, sorry. Unfortunately for Dignitas, they didn't stop. They just kept on doing it, and it ended up 16-4.
Yeah,
Tarsin.
That felt like matchmaking there, just like kind of stagnating Sugar, pushing up Highway.
Damn it, they've got too many global elites and we're lacking.
Yeah, damn matchmaking, what is this?
Yeah, what is this matchmaking?
Tarsin
feel like we got silvers in our team.
Do you know, he's sitting there on mic saying, noob team, what to do? Damn Valvo.
Damn
Valvo. We're all going to be saying Forest. Get that frag. So that's going to be the 12th then for NiP. One more away from the expected 3 off the back of the pistol. Still yet to see a single member of Penta breach the 10 frag mark. And every single member of NiP has done so. That's a problem. That is a problem. That's the innate problem. I guess that, you know, some of that isn't reflected just in fragging because, of course, the rounds aren't going their way as well. But I think it's a good testament to how this game and why this game is going the way it is a couple of players struggling to find their footing.
Well, their economy was in suffering for the whole of the first half, and it's looking like this would be no different. You know, they tried to force, it backfired because NiP are in no interest. Oh, this could work out. They've got 4 members of Penta there. Well, I mean, it could go the other way, which is pretty much what's happened. And Exist and Freiburg get themselves 4 kills.
I think NiP have got dollar signs in their eyes.
Yeah.
And Alu's just coming up Highway again. Good God, give him a hat. He's a Highway man. That's going to be 13-5. And we're going to be 3 rounds away now from NiP's victory.
You like that one, didn't you? Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
That was cheeky.
That was cheeky. 13-5 is definitely a cheeky score. Here we go, though. Penta will finally get an economy enough to buy. It's not the greatest. They are lacking a lot of utility, but pretty much have all the smokes they need to keep them at bay for now. And Exist is sticking with the Mac 10. Okay. I mean, there is no head armor on Crystal and Tabson, or Tarsin and Strux, so it could work out. It could work out. Aggressive stuff from Spitty. Goes looking, finds Alu's head, finally switches it with a couple of taps. So Forrest is going to try and catch him on the back here as he tries to exit the doorway. Spitty's trying to give the cover he needs, and Forrest will come out on top.
Now, this is it. This is crunch time. 4 versus 4. They've put everything into this round. Penta's chances of this win are going to dwindle with every frag from NiP, but fortunately, Tarsin's turned up today, and Freiburg does go down. Now just 3 remain, and it could it could have been changed. That was a pretty close shot from Crystal, rattling out towards Forest's location. A second whistles past his shoulder as Tabson goes aggressive, taking risks and netting reward.
Well, Exist finally switching up to that AK and actually getting himself a kill. He's actually taking the bomb. Oh, this is a great distraction. But Strux is on the rotate. Strux is coming around the back. He could be the man that goes face to face with Exist. As soon as he comes jumping around the corner, the one tap does not work. Gives his position away, but he still manages to come out on top. And now Forrest in a 1v3. He's staring straight at the bomb, though. Oh, Forrest will tag it down, but he was taken very low in the spray. Nicely done from Tarsin through the wall there. Forrest was already down to 34 health before that and got tagged down just that little bit more. What an important round for Penta. They're going to have to go guns here. All guns blazing to try and pick up these next 10 rounds.
Yeah, now NiP are bringing everything in. And we saw a couple of Mac 10s coming into that one from NiP. Now they're going to take their silly hats off for a second and try and put that 14th on the board for themselves. As we stated before, guys, here for the ESL ESEA Pro League, the top 4 teams of the ladder do manage to secure their place at the offline stages, of course, for $250,000. And so far, NiP need this win, and Alu's trying to try and get his team there, pulling them with the frag onto Tabson. He's going for a fast pick again. I told you he's the highway man, and now Clint Eastwood style closes his eyes as he tries to set his sights on Spitty. Does so. Shuts him down as now just 2 remain for Penta, and their hopes and dreams are starting to look a little too distant.
What a difference a map makes. You know, a map that you're comfortable on, a map that you've played a lot. Alu couldn't hit a barn door on overpass. Couldn't hit a damn thing. He had 5 peaks on...
Look at this guy!
He had 5 peaks on Oscar, and he couldn't hit him at all. And now he just goes and gets an easy 4K, literally running around the map with ease, almost like he's JW or Kenny S. He's playing with ease.
He did that push with a Mac 10, and now he's just done the same thing.
He's just done the exact same thing, whereas when he was on overpass, he couldn't hit anything. No. He just couldn't win out those shots.
He looked uncomfortable.
He did, and it shows, like, you know, they'd only played that map 11 times in officials, 11 times throughout the year, whereas if you look towards this map, they've played this, what, 30, 40, no? Yeah, 47 times. No, I can't count. I can't count. 43 times.
There you go.
Can't add up while I'm watching. But as it is, I mean, obviously you expect NiP to run through this round and make it match point.
You would expect, and it looks like there's going to be very little exceptions to that statement, as it's going to be just Strux, who has got the drop, or had the drop, on everyone towards Alu. He's getting hunted down by Get Right, though, and Get Frag he will, as that's going to be 15-6, and Penta are given a whole massive mountain. It's a slippery mountain. It's a mountain covered in lava. It's an
it could be snowy. It could be snowy if
it's not happening.
I mean, I'm not sure how slippy lava is.
It's a volcano. It's like you're not going to get over it.
What's bigger than a mountain?
A fiery mountain is what it is. And we're going to be seeing if they can mount Mount Doom.
Oh.
As we do go into what could be the very last round. Just a couple of FAMAS, 3 to be precise. And
they're in
each other's
way. They're in each other's way. They literally backed up from the smoke and like, They've tried to boost up and over it now. And have they got an angle? No, because it's just, in fact, they're just giving themselves a position. Freiberg coming through like a bunny rabbit, trying to get himself in there. Realised he's not playing 1.6 anymore. It's not going to work out quite as it did.
And a second frag this time for Strux. This could start to go Penta's way. Of course, this is potentially going to be the...
Potential? Potential is high right now, I would say.
I agree. A high potential does now exist. Could go going down. Looks like Forrest is going to be the first to meet his face. Exist could be soon to follow. He is. Spitty connects that one, and now just Get Right remains. Doesn't look like he's going to be clutching that one anytime soon as Crystal finds his third. And now Penta continuing to take just one step. They get to base camp of this mountain.
I see what you did there.
Dankeschön.
Bitteschön. So, 15-7. NiP. They honestly did the work before, obviously, on the CT side. But overall, they played, you know, fast and loose, just like they did before. Again, it's Alu actually really playing crazily in this game. God Alu turns up as opposed to Bot Alu in the previous matchup. Exist, again, 16 kills. Good pick for you. Forest with 20 kills.
No
Things are working out well for your Vulcan team. But here in this matchup, NiP, they needed a kill. They needed a round. Needed a game because they got those 9 losses. Ooh, that didn't work out. And that actually, that would have flushed Alu out. That would have flushed Alu out. He was the man that's holding this angle, and
could have very well have killed him.
That actually may have just cost them this round in the game.
Yeah, I mean
it's a bit harsh to say it's cost them the game, but
it's definitely cost them the round potentially because, of course, that would have killed Alu and he would have been able to get out of that position a little sooner. Now, though, 3v3 made 3v2 by Exist as he causes Tassin to cease to exist, and now Crystal and Strux have to do everything for Penta. It's not looking likely, that's for certain, especially considering Crystal's location coming up Highway. Alu, of course, the real king of Highway, and he's going to get Strux looking for the final one. He's going to get that as well. A stylish way to end it as he collects a double alongside his compadre Exist. We have ourselves a winner.
28 for Alu there. I think you got 8 on Overpass. That's such a huge difference between the two maps. But yeah, 16-7 the final score there. NiP dominant, no doubt about it, on cash there over Penta. Penta just didn't really get going. It was all sort of over by the first half.
Yeah, I think that was, I mean, we saw NiP on Overpass, and bearing in mind NiP lost on Overpass to Hellraisers, and you said already, it felt like not only Alu, but the team themselves were a little bit kind of everywhere. Felt a couple of players were comfortable. Forrest, I think in my books, was one of them.
Forrest was loving it.
He was a very comfortable player.
But he was just in connector, wasn't he? They were just running into him.
Yeah, it's true. but for the rest of NiP, they find themselves in a comfort map lane. They just pick Penta apart. Very, very nice to watch NiP performing, as NiP have been recently.
So, fantastic matches tonight. NiP get themselves 1 win, 1 loss. And of course, we also saw Envious pretty much strolling to victory over Hellraisers on Inferno. Was that, what, 13-2 first half, 12-3 first half, something like that. It was pretty big either way. Coming up, obviously later on tonight, in what, 3 hours time it will be, Liquid will be starting off against Coast. That's going to be over in North America. There's Liquid Luminosity. There's some big games tonight. Luminosity CLG. You definitely want to tune in to the American side of things because there's a lot of big games over there. That's all going to be happening tonight. And of course, tomorrow it's just a single match. It's going to be Penta versus Envious. That's going to be on Mirage, and it will be at 7 o'clock. That's the only game tomorrow. So just a quickie for me and Mitch.
Yeah, Penta versus Envy as well. That should be... I mean, if NiP's performance is anything
well,
to go
you've got
by,
to worry for Penta. I've got to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's no doubt about it. They're a team very newly formed up against.
I think it's going to be a quick night. I think it's going to be a very quick night for myself and all the production team involved. Anyway, that is it for us. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ESL ESEA Pro League. We'll be back tomorrow.